EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Brooks Reed with a tackle. A great rookie season for Barkley, over 1,300 rushing yards, second in the NFL, 11 rushing touchdowns. Also a big asset in the passing game, 91 catches, most by a rookie in NFL. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 68 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 44 yards. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame intro.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 35 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. So, okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarterback. You got the number 6 overall pick in this next year's draft. Where are you going?
You would think if you could get someone like a Quentin Nelson who went to the Colts last year, you would want to do that. But there's also a chance they can get their future quarterback with the number 6 pick. So you might have to go in that direction and then come back and get the big guys later in the draft. Sitting in that number 6 spot, they will have a good chance at getting one of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Manning to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we could always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
39.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
11.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Ready. Ready. Check that. What might do right here.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This is Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun! Space.
On second down, here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Oh, nice move. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Got it. Like 25. Gun.
On third down, Ryan. This is brought in by Harding. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go. Right. There we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
22. Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ready. Back 25.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jonathan Stewart taking it in. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Zebra.
One final try now for Manning. Looking deep down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And a decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Being chased out left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. On second down, Ryan.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, this is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for Devontae Freeman. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, he's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's MADDEN. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Closest now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it down.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Josh Morrow. And he's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Gun. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Morrow in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready. Back 25. Space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
12. Gun.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed to get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Manning to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning. Forced out to his left. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Stewart, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Receiver.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, gun. Space.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he's going to go down again. Josh Morrow getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
11. Gun. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Mike 52.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, switch gears. Oh, Eddie, sit down, hut. 12. Hey, wait.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
21. Gun.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't get play at this point in the game. Josh Morrow in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, express. Hey, 25. There you go.
back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt the defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That is caught at the 7. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Hey, replay, 11.
One last shot for Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of scoring. There's